Yo, what is up, beautiful YouTube and beautiful people of YouTube? I'm here at my home gym. Uh, Not very big or anything, but I'm going to be teaching incline bench press and how you can get the maximum effect of it so that you can get your upper chest more defined. I have a problem with that, and I've been doing these certain tips and tricks, and it helps a lot. So stay tuned. I explain it later in the video, but notice how I push my shoulders up, back, and down, so it's kind of like a rolling motion. That way my shoulders and chest are more stabilized, so it targets the chest more. This way, when I'm lifting, it doesn't screw me over with my lower back and shoulders. Yo, how is it going? I'm going to give you a brief update on just goals that I want to achieve, and hopefully I can help others achieve their goals throughout this as well. Just to show you kind of like what my ambition is. I would like to do some more videos on like different sort of things, and I would love as many opinions and what's the word? Advice as I can get, just because I want to do more workout videos that like more people would be interested in. So like let me know in the comments what sort of workouts you guys want to see, and I'll go from there and start doing different types of workouts. Also my protein shake. Yeah, let's get into it. So one thing I wanted to say with chest is, as you're doing chest, so like this is kind of from the side view of things, you're going to bring your shoulders up, back, and down, and keep your shoulders locked with your back plates locked in like that. Because one, it's going to isolate your chest more. It's going to allow you to fully compress those muscle fibers in the upper and middle pectoral muscles. Two, it'll help with balancing and stabilization with other synergist muscles like tricep and shoulders and back. And three, it's going to help you so you don't have to really arch your back a whole lot, because that's something that I had trouble with some of the buddies that I would train, is they would arch their back like no one's business. Like, so this will just help focus your chest more and not cause you to arch your back so much, because people tend to, like when it's a heavy weight, people tend to come up like that and they end up hurting their lower back. But those are pretty much the three biggest points. And then with doing any sort of bench press or anything, trying to, so obviously your legs are a big part of stabilizing and things like that, but really keeping your lower back and butt planted on the chair or seat or bench or wherever you're at, and really focusing on just keeping that upper part in tune with your mind muscle connection. Not a lot of people have that at first, and like that's where I was kind of at, and I was like, oh, why isn't this working, or why am I having such a hard time trying to target my chest. And I had a buddy that would lift, and I can't remember if he moved to California, maybe, uh, but I also had a few other buddies that I would work out with, and they kind of showed me because I started after they had already been working out and things like that. And I've also gotten tips and pointers from like some pretty jacked people at the gym. So that's helped a lot. And uh, just really focusing on keeping your butt and lower back on that seat. Just because, one, you want to minimize, especially with working out, the risk of injury and things like that. I've been injured before when I first started. Not fun. Uh, Anyone else, or most people that have worked out, will know what that is like and stuff like that. So you really want to minimize injury and things like that. So by making this video, I'm not doing this to tell people how to do things and stuff like that. I'm telling them how to minimize the risk of injury, and really just trying to make it so that they're lifting safe and still have the full effects. Something with like my lifting and stuff, so I've also been getting leaner, but staying at like anywhere from 182 to 185, and it's just been really nice because I have it's a lean bulk. So most of you know what that is, but just focusing on a lot of lean meats and like things that are meant to get you shredded, but just eating a lot of them. And that's not everything to it, but that's the gist of what I've been doing. Longer down the road, I'll share more and more about like certain things that I'm doing to stay in shape and get shredded and like things like that. Like also when I say shredded, I mean shredded. But yeah. So back to what I was first focusing on. We want to focus on 3 major points. And those are: 1, always do correct form over weight. 2, master form. I see that in everyone that, like every one of my buddies that I've trained and things like that. Master form before you do weight. Once you master form, you can do a lot of weight. 3, mind-muscle connection, making sure you're working that muscle group and you're not working like a different muscle group when the muscle group is, say, like bench press, and you're supposed to be working chest, but you're feeling it in your shoulders and back. So really focusing on that mind-muscle connection and pretty much just staying in tune with your body, how you feel, and where you're feeling it. So with that being said, I'll show you an example real quick, and then I'll get back to explaining, but we'll jump over real quick. This is why you want to start with dumbbell press, because it helps you focus on that mind-muscle connection. And this will also give you that baseline for when you start lifting to give your stabilizer muscles. So like what I just said, incline, flat bench, decline, any sort of dumbbell press is going to really help you develop certain parts of your chest. I would focusing on doing a little more dumbbell press when you're trying to, like you're a beginner lifter or trying to focus on getting size and strength at first. That way when you do like regular bench press, you're going to have more of a baseline and you're going to have more of a structure to be able to do that. one thing that, this is just my experience. I'm not saying it's the exact same for everyone else because it's not. But my experience is I did a lot of dumbbell press along with doing flat bench and incline bench to be able to, one, get size, and two, get strength, because I'm not focusing a whole lot on getting absolutely huge. I just want to get like more strength. And so something that I've been doing is dumbbell press with certain bench exercises for your chest, because it's helped me to get more development in my chest and also increase my strength. Like, I used to not be able to rep 225 on flat bench. Now I can rep it for anywhere from 5 to 8 for 3 sets. And it took maybe a month and a half to 2 months to do that, just focusing on that, because I started out with having that baseline structure, going from there, increasing weight gradually, making sure my form didn't sacrifice when I went up in weight, and if it did, I'd go back down in weight. So a lot of chest exercises and things like that, you're not going to be able to go balls out 100% every single day, because, you know, if you do that, your muscle is likely not able to keep up because it's probably not recuperating and restructuring itself correctly. So you're going to have days where you go a little lighter than you normally do. So like, for me, a regular chest day is, I want to say, for incline bench press, I'll do anywhere, like if it's a light day, I'll be doing 70s. If it's heavy day, I'll do 80s to 90s. Not many people believe me until they actually see it, but one of these videos I'll show you guys. We'll go to the gym and I'll have it on video for you. But that's sort of what it's like, because, you know, on my heavy days, my muscle's breaking down more because it's heavier weight, obviously. And on lighter days, it's more about recovery and range of motion than it is going heavy, balls out and everything. But, so really just focusing on those 3 points. I'll pop them up on the screen again right now, probably on this side. But focusing on those 3 points, and then also what I discussed in this video, and just really watching your form and focusing on that mind-muscle connection and mastering that, and then going to whatever weight or size you want to do. But it really helps to have that structure line, because I started out lifting when I was 17, and I weighed, I think it was 140 at the time. I'm 20 now. I'll be 21 this year. But I just weighed myself this morning without eating, drinking, had just gone to the bathroom, so everything was out of my system. I weighed 182, and I started out at 140. So like I was a twig, like super skinny, and then I kind of plateaued at 160, 165, and then finally I fixed eating and increased eating and everything like that, and then I also increased the amount of times I was training and intensity, and everything just went up from there. Wasn't a straight line up, but it was like gradually going up. There were some dips in it, like that's normal for muscle building, but for the most part it went up. But yeah, so to end it off, just focus on the 3 points that I brought up and go from there. really focus on staying tuned in, and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys love the video. Let me know if you want more instructional videos like this. I typically don't do a whole lot of them. I typically do like posing and stuff just because I want to get ready for at some point in my life, a bodybuilding show, and then I also want to do powerlifting. So like there's just a lot of stuff fitness wise that I want to achieve. But yeah, so let me know if you guys like these sort of videos. If not, then I'll kind of switch it up, make it more exciting. But yeah, so make sure you like, subscribe if you feel like you got anything out of this, and I'll see you later. So have fun.